All right, so a tangent to a circle is a line in the plane of a circle that intersects a circle in exactly one point. So it's this line right out here. It's going to hit the circle in exactly one point. The point where it hits the circle is called the point of tangency. So J would be the point of tangency. So a tangent line, or a tangent to a circle, is a line in the plane of a circle that intersects a circle in exactly one point. The point of tangency is where the tangent line intersects a circle. Now, a tangent line, if you draw a radius to a point of tangency, the tangent line and the radius will always form a right angle. So, what kind of a triangle do we have? A right triangle. When we work with the size of a right triangle, what formula do we use? Pythagorean theorem. Okay? So, here's a right angle, so this is C out here. So C squared equals A squared plus B squared. So 10 squared equals 6 squared plus 9 squared. Is 100 equal to 36 plus 81? No. So is this tangent to the circle? No. That is not tangent to a circle. Okay? Not tangent to a circle. Okay. What's the radius? How big is AD? Well, it's the same length as AB. We don't know what that is. We know that DC is 13 and BC is 21, but can we figure out what X is now? Well, we can figure it out by using the Pythagorean theorem. So, what's C here? If C squared equals A squared plus B squared, what's C? We got X and we got 13, right? Do we add, subtract, multiply, or divide those two? Add them. So we have X plus 13 squared equals X squared plus 21 squared. The right side of the equation is easy. The left side, not so much. Because when you have a quantity squared, you have to take it times itself. From Algebra 1, what should I do to the left side of my equation? What should I do to the left side? Starts with an F. F-O. F-O-I. F-O-I-L. FOIL. First times first is X squared. Then we do the outers, which is 13x. Then we do the inners, which is 13x. Then we do the last, which is 169. So you have x squared and x squared. They cancel with each other. 13x and 13x make 26x plus 169 equals 441. subtract 169. So 26x equals 272 divided by 26. X equals about 10.5-ish. I would say about 10 point. Yeah, so let's go 10.5 to the nearest 10th. Okay, so that's the radius, is about 10.5. Okay, the next one. These problems are really easy. If you have a point that's not on the circle, and you have two tangent lines drawn from that point, the tangent lines are always going to be equal to each other. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So if this is 5, if AB is 5, AC is 5. Easy peasy. Okay? Now, this one will take a little work. Okay. So, you're here in America. You call somebody in Europe. How long does it take for the sound of your voice to get from your phone to their phone? How much of a delay is it? Okay. So, what happens is your cell phone goes from a tower to a satellite dish, up to a satellite, down from a satellite to a satellite dish, and then to a tower. Okay? Now, we're not going to count the tower to the tower, and your phone to the satellite dish. We just want to know how fast does your voice go from satellite dish to satellite, back to satellite dish again. Okay? Real world problem, real thing that happens on a daily basis. People call Europe every day. Okay? So, and actually this looks like it's in Africa and, Southern California, but whatever. All right. How long will it take? Now, what I need to do is I know the radius of the Earth, which is 6371. The satellite is 3578 above the Earth's surface. But what I need is this line all the way up to the satellite. So from the center of the Earth to the satellite is what we really need. Okay? Because I got to figure out what x is here and what x is here. So we have our right angle here. So our hypotenuse, or C, because this is C, is going to be 35,786. And then we're going to add on 6371 to that. Somebody, calculator. 42 something, something, something. Something, something, 7. 42,157. That's what C is. B is X. A is 6371. So you do the Pythagorean theorem. C squared equals A squared plus B squared. So 42,157 squared equals 6371 squared plus x squared. So on your calculator, take 42,157 squared minus 6371 squared. Because I want to know what x squared is. What is x squared?
Very large number.
Yep, it's like 10 digits long.
Yeah. 173,662,3008.
So 1,736,623,008. Now take the square root of that, because that's what x is.
4,167. No, 41,672.8. Struggling? Yeah, no, I read it wrong first.
All right, so that's this distance x. How many distances x does it have to go? 2 of them, so we have to multiply that by 2. So it's actually 83,345.6. And then if the speed of sound or the speed of radio waves goes 300,000 kilometers per second, we divide this by 300,000.
And it's 0.277.
So just over a quarter of a second for your voice to go from this satellite dish to this satellite back to this satellite dish. Okay? So not too long. And I've talked to somebody from Europe before on the phone, and it's not too big of a delay. You know what? We talk to people all the time from India because that's where the customer service representatives are. Is most of the people that you call for customer service on places are in India. So we're talking to them in, it sounds like real time. So the actual phones going up to the satellite dishes and back are really good. Okay. All right. Now for something easier. If A to here is 7, how far is A to here? 7. And so B to here is 2. So we got a 2 here, a 3 here, a 6 here. So this side is 9. This side is 5. This side is 9. This side is 13. Well, 13 and 5 add up to 18. 9 and 9 add up to 18. The perimeter of this is 36. All right. We'll notch this up just a little bit. One step harder here now. Okay. A circular mirror has a radius of 12. Okay. So the distance from here to here is 12. Okay. So we want to know how long this frame is that touches it on each side because they make this fancy frame to put on a dresser for the circular mirror they have. Okay. Now I know this is 13 and this is 21. Okay. I want to know how far X is and how far Y is. Because what happens is this is also 12 and 13. So that makes this an X, that makes this an X, and that makes this an X. And that makes this a Y, this a Y, and this a Y. Okay? So we only have to figure out the Pythagorean theorem twice. Let's figure out X. So we have 13 as my hypotenuse because my right angle's there. So if 13 squared equals 12 squared plus x squared, 169 equals 144 plus x squared. So if we subtract 144, 25 equals x squared, take the square root, x equals 5. So we have 5 there, 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 and there. Let's figure out y. 21 squared equals 12 squared plus x squared. So 441 equals 144 plus x squared. If we subtract 144 from each side, we get, 297. And that's going to be an ugly number. Let's round that to the nearest tenth. 17.2. So you have 17.2 here, 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 and here. So take 5 times 4, and we get 20. And then 17.2 times 4, and we get 68.8, and we add those together. The total length of the wood on the frame is 88.8. Okay, tangents to the circles problems. Okay, so basically, that's all we're going to do before break. And then once we get back from break, we'll take a quiz over this. So there you go. Oops, I didn't mean to hit that. Your assignment is out there.